John Mbadi is a political heavyweight, but behind him lies a love story of deep devotion, heart-wrenching loss, and quiet resilience. Welcome to TMN Media, and remember to subscribe. Now, before the high offices, the cabinet briefings, and the flashing headlines, John Mbadi was a husband, first to Catherine Achieng Onyango, a woman whose life was cut short by cancer, and later to Rhoda Mbadi, the calm, steady presence beside him as he now served as cabinet secretary for the National Treasury and Economic Planning. Catherine, his first wife, died in early 2016 after a long and painful battle with cancer. Her passing devastated not just the Mbadi family but also the political fraternity. She was buried in Seka village in Gwasi, Homa Bay County on March 3, 2016. Together, they had 3 children: Benjamin, Sheila, and Maxwell. Her death was a private tragedy that unfolded in the public eye. Political allies, especially from the Orange Democratic Movement (ODM), joined him in mourning, and tributes poured in from across the country. Her loss left a silence in Mbadi's life and was difficult to feel, yet even as he navigated the complexities of public duty and single fatherhood, time quietly worked its healing. It was in the years that followed that another chapter unfolded, this time with Rhoda Mbadi. Rhoda came into Mbadi's life not just as a wife but as a deeply grounding influence. Together, they've raised children, including Natalie and another son, Maxwell, possibly named in memory or honor of the first. During his vetting before assuming the powerful Treasury docket, John Mbadi thanked Rhoda publicly, calling her his sounding board. He credited her prayers, her patience, her steady wisdom as the support system behind his demanding public life. While Catherine had given him a family foundation, it was Rhoda who held that family together through Mbadi's grief and eventual political rise. She may stay out of the public spotlight, but her impact on his personal balance and emotional endurance is unmistakable. Now, as the cabinet secretary overseeing Kenya's economic planning and budgeting since August 8, 2024, John Mbadi stands out not just as a seasoned technocrat, but as a man who has endured the storm of personal loss and still kept his footing. His journey from an accountant to a parliamentarian, ODM chairman, and now Treasury boss has been defined by both intellect and endurance, but beneath the policies and the numbers lies a story of human strength, shaped by love, broken by loss, and rebuilt through family. In an era where political lives are often divorced from emotional reality, Mbadi's story reminds us that behind every leader is a life touched by joy and grief, hope and healing. Behind the economist and cabinet secretary is a man who lost a wife and found strength in another. And behind all the headlines, there is always a human story worth telling. This has been TMN Media. For more deeply personal stories behind Kenya's most powerful public figures, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for the next.